Do to all my free game people and to all my FMB people. Today I'm here to talk to y'all about, I don't know what to call this. I don't want to say it's like love. I don't want to say that. But I'm going to say love just so it can be easily understood and I don't have to sit here and think of a big ass fucking word to describe what I'm about to say. But I'm starting to understand that a lot of people don't necessarily like love you. Now, what I mean by that, and I went through this before, and in my unconditional love video, if you haven't, watched that, go check that out. But a lot of people don't love you, and the reason I say that is, as you grow up and you get older, you go through phases. You go through different versions of yourself. See what I'm saying? Like, for example, as you might have been 14 in high school or whatever, and you wanted to go through a goth phase. Wear all black, wear face paint or some shit, I don't know. Listen to rock music. That might have been your shit. And then when you graduated, now you a thug. Now, through those phases, my nigga, you are still you at the essence. It's still you. That's still your soul giving its interpretation on what it means to be somebody who's goth. That then when you left high school, that was your soul giving its interpretation on what it means to be a, in the streets or be a hood, whatever the fuck you was, you did. You see what I'm saying? So every version of you, your soul is still giving its interpretation of it. That's why everybody is different. Even if you giving your views or your kind of your take, I guess you could say, on this version of person. Now, this goes back to me saying, I feel like it's not a lot of people love you, is because I feel like a lot of people find themselves falling in love with your interpretation of who you think you are at that moment in time. See what I'm saying? At that moment in time, you felt like you was, just for example, you felt like you was goth. And this nigga or this female loved you because you was goth. They love that interpretation of you, but they won't love you if you change this about yourself. They don't love the soul interpreting the character. They love the character. See what I'm saying? And you gotta really pay attention to that. If you don't pay attention to that, you're gonna find yourself in love with people that don't really love you, and you wondering why you just being yourself and it's bothering them, or you're just being yourself or this part of you doesn't fit, but they like this part of you. I'm starting to truly understand, my nigga, like, all that love is loving the person. Love is presence itself. When I love somebody's presence, I really love them. Because, my nigga, when you with somebody, you don't necessarily always think about all the great things you do about them. That's not always what is on coursing through your mind when you think about them. Sometimes it's the little things that may irritate you. It's the little idiosyncrasies. Like, it's the little shit that they do that only you may know about because you done been around this motherfucker for so long, to where that's what kind of makes them special. See what I'm saying? It's them. Like, you might love a motherfucker, but like, they do a certain voice and that shit irritates you, but they only do it around you. But that's them. And even though it can be perceived as a flaw, you love that because that is them. See what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter whether they was doing that or not. They being, you see what I'm saying? If you get what I'm saying, you're gonna get it. I can explain it. I could explain it 1,000 ways, but if you don't understand it, you never will. But a lot of people don't really love the essence of people. They just kind of love the surface level of what people are trying to let them see. What they are allowed to. A lot of people fall in love with what they are allowed to perceive from others, not understanding that we all are very layered. None of us, even the ones who have had their soul whittled down to even the smallest of shits, man. Like, even them motherfuckers, like, we are all layered. You know what I'm saying? And to the motherfuckers who be themselves, we are super layered. We have many sides of us who we allow ourselves to be that. You see what I'm saying? And I learned that I don't allow people to be around me who fall in love with the character of who I'm being right now, because as much as I am being myself at all times, I do my best to be myself at all times. Of course I don't show my entire self to the world. You're not supposed to. I don't show my extra, my little tics that people may see as a perceived, you know, problem. I don't show those, obviously, and that's okay. And that's what you're not supposed to do. But I don't be around people that I can't show those with. If I feel like I gotta not be myself, I can't be with you. You know what I'm saying? In close proximity, at least. You feel me? We can't chill. Maybe we can bump fists on some shit. But if I gotta constantly think about how I'm speaking to you, then we can't. You see what I'm saying? So you guys, and this don't even go for boyfriend or girlfriend, or you know what I'm saying? It could be anybody. It ain't gotta be for the hoes or for the niggas, man. Fuck them. Feel me? It can be just for shit, just for motherfuckers that's your friends. You know what I'm saying? It could be your cousins that you like to hang. It could be your sister. It could be anybody, my nigga. But understand that you are a being that goes through phases, but your soul stays the same. And you gotta really pay attention to that, you know. And the way that you do that is you just pay attention to the energy when you being yourself. That'll give you a good sense. It's certain things you can look for, but I don't know what type of person you are, so I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard that I will have to know you personally to try and give you the best example of what you can look for to know if a motherfucker fucking with you or not. But my nigga, just pay attention to the energy when you just being nothing but yourself. You know what I'm saying? And ask questions too. I ask questions. I ain't gonna lie. Or I say something. At least now I do. I ain't gonna say I always did this, but at least now a nigga gonna ask questions. You ain't gonna be around this bitch not fucking with me sitting in my face. I can't do it. So ask some questions, my nigga, and just pay attention. But free game, man. I love you. I'm out of here.